gruesome murder. That's right, a teenage boy by the name of Bill Withington, commonly known as Girl Pants, was routinely disemboweled, and his body was left at the local campground with a pack of McDonald brand cigarettes laying next to it. Now, I'm an RCMP officer who was sent in from the great metropolis of Thunder Bay to investigate this terrible tragedy. So far I've got a few suspects. Mayor Dwayne, his assistant Kelly, and low-life drug dealer Casey Damon all smoked the same brand of cigarettes that were found next to the dead teen. Goody two-shoe teenager Anna Olson said she ran for student council against Bill Withington, and she won the election. Suspicious. Also, rich girl Amber Hurley called in sick the day Bill died. That seems strange. I still have a lot of people to talk to, so let's see what happens today in Quadruple Mountain.
Starring Laura Salvas as the officer you just met, Officer Teresa Anderson.
I've only had to kill once. It was my horse. And her ghost has been haunting me ever since.
And Cawsey as Anna Olson.
Look, I get straight A's. I'm not conceited about it. Let's just not make an issue of it. Thank you.
Shyzer as Mayor Dwayne.
Hi, I'm Dwayne. I'm the mayor. Thanks for your vote.
And Scott Goldman is Casey Damon.
Look, just because I deal drugs and do everything illegal and don't like anyone in this town doesn't mean that I probably murdered someone. Wait, what?
Candace Meeks as Amber Hurley. Everybody hates me and I don't care.
Laura Salvas as Jermica Withington.
My son Bill died. I've been carrying around his remnants in this plastic bag. I can reintegrate him into society.
Cawsey as Janine Lyman.
Well, I run the campground, but the campground got burned. Would you like some squirrel stew?
Shyzer as Ryan Clams.
Pretty much feel like the most normal guy in town. It's not funny, it's just true.
And Scott Goldman is Davy Cricket.
Billy Girl Pants was my best friend. And now the only thing that keeps me going is the hope that maybe one day Anna and I will kiss.
Candace Meeks as Kelly Long.
Sometimes you are too old to go out with a bag of human remains.
And featuring Jim Annan as Sam Maynooth.
I'm the director of the Bank of Quadruple Mountain. Since the death of Billy, well, tourism has not been good, and someone has to pay.
Previously on Quadruple Mountain.
Okay, no, the town's not bankrupt, we just don't have a budget.
But there should just be money. It's funds that we can divert into
No, it all
something
just goes
else.
into a pool. We pay out of the pot, and when the money's gone, it's gone. Oh, by the way, it's gone.
Good Cartman voice.
Mr. Clams, I've been having these crazy visions, and I'm just
Oh,
wondering...
you too.
Me too?
Yeah, no, I have a whole file on that. Yeah, see, people in town have been having visions since 1903.
So
The year the mine opened.
I'm not going to lose my job due to mental incompetence.
Well, that's not my decision.
You can blackmail me all you want, but I saw you next to a certain dead body.
Yeah? Well, I got all the goods on your family, Amber Hurley. Let's just put it this way. You give me the green, I'll give you everything you need to know.
Oh, Mayor Dwayne! What are you doing at the crime scene? I was just looking for remnants of my son!
Well, they've all been brought back to the morgue. Yeah, there's nothing else here. Everything's been cleaned up.
Oh, really? Everything's been cleaned up? That's good.
Dwayne, it's not what it looks like. It's not what it looks
Well,
like.
it looks like you're on a date with a plastic bag full of the remains of that boy.
Okay, it's exactly what it looks like.
Retarded guy who puts it all together.
Look, you were supposed to date my son. This was his chance. You, oh my God. I'll be watching you. I love you, Billy.
This is unusual.
It's so weird.
Casey, you're behind on your rent, like half a year. I'm gonna need you to pay.
Look, I'll just have more sex with you and everything will be totally cool.
I'd prefer cash money. Look, Amber, all I'm saying is that if your dad gave some money to the town, things would be so much better. We could have a statue for Bill. You guys have more money than you need.
If we give you money, then we won't have any money.
Yeah, and the rest of us don't have anything now anyways, so you rich people should help us.
How is that our fault? We worked kind of hard for that money.
Davey, you're so right.
Thanks.
No, we don't sell those cigarettes here. This is a feed store.
Darn
Just
it.
sell feed.
Where there's dismissal, there's suspicion.
Hi, Amber.
Excuse me, I wanted to eat my lunch by myself, like
Oh,
I
you
do
don't-
every day.
You don't have a servant that brings that to you?
No, I don't have a servant that brings that to me. God, my servants help my mommy and daddy. You're so rude! What?
I want to talk to you about that Casey Damon creep.
What about it?
Well, you know how I walk past his trailer sometimes because he always yells compliments at me?
Yeah!
Well,
Because you have nice hair and that...
yeah, and he's right. But the last time I walked past his place to get my daily compliment, I saw you there. What are you doing with a dirtbag like that?
You know, you can't control where people walk, so... mind your own business?
Look, I know he's not a good person, and I'm just like, not that you're a great person either, I already lost one colleague, and I don't want anyone else to die, okay? And that guy is probably gonna kill people. More people.
Listen, baby. You're sweet. Okay, come on. You gonna come in your pants because I touched you once?
No.
You're sweet. But here's the thing. You can't control what other people do. And I'm just gonna do whatever I want. So if I'm, you know, having a gross illicit affair with an old man who's disgusting and probably kills people, then, you know, mind your own business.
That sounds like a bad life choice.
Well, you don't make my decisions for me, okay? And
I understand you have a right to make all your decisions yourself, but if you're purposely making bad decisions just because you want people to pay attention to the bad decisions you're making, that's a bad decision.
Okay. Hold up. Alright? My boyfriend was brutally murdered. How dare you?
He was my best friend before he was
Oh
your
my
boyfriend.
God, I could have loved him.
You didn't, you keep saying you could have. I don't think you actually did.
But I could have.
You could have, but you didn't.
Doesn't matter. Whatever. Just stay on my stuff. Okay? If you see me walking around
If you wind up dead, don't blame me.
Fine. I hope I do die.
That's a dumb thing to say.
Good job.
Good morning, Casey.
Morning.
Oh, I planted fresh seedlings, but they're not growing. Mother Earth, what have we done? How have we wronged you this week?
You did burn a freezer full of squirrels.
It was a sacrifice to Mother Nature.
Well, clearly didn't work. If none of your plants are growing. Your plants are like a, what's that thing they use in poems? A metaphor. It's like a metaphor for this whole stupid town.
Casey, are you giving me a poetry lesson?
I don't know, man. I've been smoking weed for 18 hours straight.
Oh, your vibes just changed entirely.
Oh, yeah? You picking up good vibrations?
I can hear whispers from the spirits.
What are they saying?
They're saying... Oh no, they're saying get away from you.
They're not real voices.
They sing. Sounds pretty real.
What are they singing?
Casey is terrible. Casey is the worst. You should get out of there. You're in the danger.
Okay. That's not a real song.
It's what the spirits told me.
I feel like spirits would sing better songs.
Please grant seedlings grow. Oh, this was gonna be my new weed patch.
This helped me grow. A little bit of whiskey does everything good.
Okay.
Whiskey and weed, okay. Whoa.
So, I'm gonna be behind on rent again. Well, with the mine being closed and the fuzz all over town, my main sources of income have kind of dried up a little bit.
I don't like the feeling of being caught up in this capitalist nonsense. But I like the feeling of my fine fur blanket that I change every month. And that means I need to buy new hunting arrows, and that means I need money. That means I need your rent.
There's no way I pay you enough rent for a fresh fur blanket.
I hunt the pellets myself.
Like food? Like rabbit pellets?
Like you start with the rabbit, and then you work your way up the food chain. You start with growing plants, so the rabbits come and they eat the plants. Have you never hunted anything?
I hunted you once upon a time.
Yes. There's not a lot of choices here for single and Quadruple Mountain.
No, I know, and I have reaped that benefit over the years. Mrs. Hurley, Mrs. Olson, you. Slept with a lot of moms in this town. Wonder if I have kids.
Kelly, Miss Long,
Yes,
I would like to-
Mr. Mayor Dwayne.
I would like to apologize for my behavior the other night when I found you at the diner. Because I know that when I saw you having a cup of coffee with that pile of human remains, I flew off the handle and might have jumped to some conclusions that were incorrect.
Oh, Dwayne, it's okay. It's okay because, it really solidified that we're meant to be together.
I think so too. I think when I saw that garbage bag full of those liquefied remains of a teenage boy sitting opposite you at the diner, it really made me understand what I want.
I know you were so jealous. It's because he's so young.
And handsome.
Yeah, I know.
And I just thought, well, I don't want to see her going off with anyone like that. I want her to be mine.
I want to be yours, Dwayne.
Like, always.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Does that mean you will?
Yes, yes! What is...
Also,
What's happening? Okay.
you're fired. There's no money left in the bucket. So we don't have anything left to pay you with, so you might as well clean up your desk and leave.
So what you're telling me is that this morning I was an independent woman who was working for her wages, and now I'm an almost married woman who has no job.
Well, to be honest, I didn't think of it exactly like that. Like, I wasn't like, oh, let's go take away her independence and at the same time shackle her to me in the institution of marriage. But I can see how you see it that way.
And that is what's happening.
Well, it's out of my control. The money's gone. But the way I feel is true.
I have a lot to think about.
Are you done yet?
No, I have a long time to think about this, I think.
Oh.
I'm going to keep this on my finger because it looks really good, but I have a lot to think about.
Okay, well, traditionally, if you're going to think about it, you don't take the ring.
No, I think I'm going to keep the ring so I can look at it and really think about it.
Okay.
No, I'm going to just look at it, think about it, look at it again,
Okay.
think about it some more.
That seems fair. Keep the ring.
Okay.
But don't keep the stapler, because that's office property.
Oh, come on.
I'm sorry, it's just the rules of town hall. What would it look like if
Can
I
I
let
keep
my
my
fiance keep the potted plant?
No, not Gerald, come on.
You named it. I told you not to name it when you started working.
I just get so attached to things.
It's because you named them all.
No.
Tom, chair,
I can't keep
come
Tom.
around the desk. No, you can't keep Tom. That's very clearly office furniture. The potted plant might have been a middle ground, but if that's not, then the chair clearly isn't. Oh, it's our first fight as an almost married couple.
But I'm still mad.
All right,
Let me think a little more.
all right,
Okay, I'm going to think a little
all
longer.
right.
Okay,
Okay.
I'm taking that plant.
Miss Anna Olson, I'm sorry, I know you're eager to get to class, but I'm a police officer, so...
Your investigative research methodology is substandard at best. I would be doing a much better job if you would just let me go to my AP criminology course.
Sounds like you should go to linguistics class, Anna.
I'm not comfortable around authority figures. Though you barely qualify. What did you want to talk to me about anyways?
You know what, Anna? When I interrogated you 3 days ago, you were a much different woman. You were classy. You were optimistic. Even though you were crying a lot due to the death of your beloved friend Billy. But in these last few days, I've seen you take a downward turn.
It's a lot of stress trying to carry an entire town as a 17-year-old student. Nobody else is doing anything, so I thought, well, okay, it's time. Anna's gonna do it.
I heard you got drunk.
What of it?
At the assembly to honor Billy's memory that you organized as student council president.
Yeah.
I saw you smoking cigarettes, Anna. Have you always smoked cigarettes?
No, it's just the pressure.
Because you know, a pack of cigarettes was down next to the body, Anna.
Is that the same pack that you've kept in your bra for 3 days?
It's very sweaty. I I know you don't trust me, but I know if I keep these cigarettes next to my heart, they'll lead me to the criminal. Hasn't worked so far, but sometimes you just have to have faith, Anna. That's what the criminal, see, you've taught me something.
Perhaps we should share our sources. Our sources and our stutters. I've been doing some investigating of my own. Are we safe in here? I mean, I don't know where Dr. Chopper went, but I guess you've just taken over the principal's office.
There's only 3 people in this school. It's a very small town.
I've decided that I can siphon student council funds to pay Casey Damon as an informant because he knows things that he is not telling us. So
Anna,
I was smoking was just my cover.
Anna, I am a woman of the law, and you've just told me that you are involved in illegal activity. I'm gonna have to arrest you.
Fine. Take me away and see how far this case goes.
There's not really a police station in town. I mean, I was called in because you don't have I don't know where to, I guess just, I'm gonna lock the door to the principal. And you're just gonna have to think about what you've done. Okay. Anna, before I do that, I know you're a very logical woman, and you might not like what I have to ask you about, but it's just I've been having these weird visions. It's legitimate. The archivist showed me. People have been having these visions in Quadruple Mountain for years, but these visions have given me some clues, Anna. And
yes?
what with your recent drunkenness and downright shameful smoking habit, I'm wondering, a voice came to me and told me where there's seed, there's weed. And where there's weed, there's greed.
There's no one else here. You close the door.
Do you know who in this quaint mountain town might be involved in drug activity?
Casey.
Casey? Oh, well, he's rough around the edges, but do you really think he's involved in drugs?
I do. I don't know where he's getting them from, but I know that he was probably dealing to Bill before the incident.
The disembowelment.
That's the one.
Thanks for coming in, Mrs. Wickman. Have a seat. I was hoping. I know you've had a rough week.
Oh, it's been a test.
Oh, it's so lovely to hear you laugh again. Okay. I'm just going to start the recorder. Just feel free to talk at will. I just want to get any of your impressions of the last week. It's all just for, you know, for historical purposes and possibly an upcoming podcast.
What can I say?
Why don't you start with where you were when you heard?
Where I was when I heard that my only living child had been murdered.
Yeah, start there.
I was at home making cookies. I was baking cookies for Bill. You know, I thought it would be a nice treat for when he got home from school. He loved cookies. Would you like some? I brought some.
That's a lot of cookies. Sure, I'll have a cookie.
I've baked a batch for every hour he's been dead. Hoping the same tell us who did it. Ooh, he has such a sense of humor.
Oh, you have such a scent. What I do... Tell me about the bag. I mean, there was an interment, yes?
The
You
bag.
buried something.
The bag.
Sorry, tell me about your son.
Oh, my son. Oh, yes. I mean, we had a burial. I didn't go. I was just home looking after Bill.
Baking cookies, presumably.
Baking cookies. There's some still in there. What was the question?
You know what? I think that's fine. I think I've got enough. There's plenty of sounds there. Thank you so much for coming in. If you just want to collect your things.
Are you going to
I'll
put
carry
this
the
tape
cookies.
on file with the rest of the tapes about when the rest of my family died? It seems we keep meeting under circumstances like this.
Well, you know, that's how you make a complete record. Record every time. Find a pattern and you get all the details until the pattern emerges.
Well, the only difference this time is I'm not letting them take Billy away from me.
Can I keep the cookies?
Let's give one to Bill.
You can.
You would have been great friends, you know.
He was, what, 16?
Yes.
Okay, I'm just going to file this with the others. Thank you so much for coming in. Hopefully we don't have to meet this way again.
Well,
But you're the only one
I'm
left.
the only one left.
So who would I interview if something would have... Sorry, that was an inappropriate
Nobody,
question.
there's
I'm sorry, I should have hugged you from the bag.
Casey. Were you followed?
I don't know.
Your next shipment?
Everybody just assumes this is money.
Do you have money for the last?
Look, here's the thing. Everything's kind of dried up a little bit.
Trying to screw me over, Casey?
Look, I know that you need to get paid, but you don't get paid till I get paid, and I don't get paid until the Hurley bitch wants to start knowing some answers about her family.
This town is going under. You need to get this stuff out there. That's your one job.
You're just coming to that realization now that this town is going under. You're the only one that has eyes on all of the finances. You should have known years ago this shithole was going under, Sam.
I should have gone digital a long time ago. It's a ledger and it's a mess.
Calm down.
I should have been left-handed, but I've been writing with the right hand this whole time.
Well, if you were left-handed, you would just smudge it and it would make it more messy.
It's smudged now because I write like I should with my left hand with my right. It doesn't. I can't take you back through those years. You wouldn't understand. I'll show you the ledger. All right, here we go. Look. It was back from 1967, and that doesn't look like 1967. That could be anything. And that was an important year. That was a centennial year, and I just screwed it all up with the smudging.
What are all these? What's this called?
Oh, God knows. I don't know. It says rice, but that can't be right.
Rice. What the hell would that be? Sam,
Maybe it's rice.
actually, I don't can't grow rice here. The conditions are all wrong.
Could be, maybe it's a name, a family name, because in the old days we used to, tender money to families in the Quadruple Mountain.
I want to show this to Clams. Ryan Clams, the town archivist,
Is that his last name?
Yeah, Clamps.
This whole time!
In a landlocked town like Quadruple Mountain, how does somebody get a surname like Clamps?
Well, I thought I saw his name here, but it was Trinice. See, but that's a smudge. See, that's how I know. You're right, it could be clams.
You have got to be the worst bookkeeper I have ever met.
I already said I should have gone digital. That's on me. But this is what we're dealing with, and now we're broke. The murder didn't help anything. If I find out you had something to do with that.
I didn't kill the goddamn kid, okay?
Did you sell to him?
Yes. I have to sell to everyone.
Right, that's the motto.
Model.
That's right.
Leave nobody unstoned.
Yes. We shouldn't have made business cards, but we did, and that's on them.
What do you suggest?
Well, we still gotta move the product. That's number one. That can't go away.
The girl pants, the dead kid, he was my in into the high school.
We've gotta find another way. Have you ever seen that show, 21 Jump Street?
Me?
I want you
To pretend like I'm a high school student?
Sure, you can do it. You got a youthful glow.
New kid in town. Nobody knows me if I dress different, I guess.
Of course.
Maybe got a youthful look.
Change it up.
Here's the thing, though. I have a funny feeling in the pit of my stomach that maybe all the kids in town are actually my kids.
Well, think of it as a way to get to know them, huh? You haven't been a good dad.
No, what sort, but what I need even a worse dad. What sort of dad sells drugs to his kids? He should just give them.
Well,
Right?
that is a conflict. All right, this once, if you run into any of your kids, you can give them one.
All right.
The first one's always free.
Always free.
That's it.
That's on the other side of the business.
That's right. I have that here somewhere. No, it says always forensic.
I think that's Klingon. All right, I'll go pretend to be a teenager and sell drugs to my maybe kids. You've got to sort this shit out, Sam.
I'll find money in other ways. I've actually already got an idea.
Oh yeah?
Oh, I'm gonna put the squeeze in some people.
I don't know what that means.
It means making them pay.
Like in a retribution sense?
No, I want money from them.
Right.
Casey.
Money.
It's all about keeping this town afloat. If we have no money, we're off the map. It's done. Quadruple Mountain. No more.
Well, that's kind of why I got into this business. I'm one of those guys that just likes to watch the world burn.
Oh my God.
I'm taking the telephone.
No, you can't. We've been over and over this. You keep putting stuff in the box and I take it out of the box. We've been all around the office 3 times.
I'm gonna miss Bernice so much. Look at her little flanger.
From now on, your name is not Bernice.
No, it
You're
always
just
will be.
the phone.
It always will be.
No,
Listen
we're going to
to
go
him.
through this whole office and we're going to unname everything.
No! Wait, why are you doing this to me?
Because you won't cooperate. I just asked you to go nicely. I can't give you all the furniture I've already been watched.
By who?
By that cop from Thunder Bay.
Oh my
She thinks
God.
it's fishy that we don't have a budget. We just put all the money into a bucket and then take it out when we need it. When it's gone, it's gone.
Well, what does she know? She killed
Not
a
like
horse.
she's ever run a town.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, killed a horse?
Yeah, she killed her horse. Did you not hear that?
No.
Oh my God, I have not kept you on gossip. I've been too busy dating bags of human remains. I'm sorry, Dwayne.
Well, maybe I've been too busy trying to save this town from the onslaught of murder and, you know, the big dip in tourism.
Nice.
Result of the murder.
We haven't been paying attention to what really matters.
No,
Each other.
you and me.
Yeah. Against the world. I don't need this job, I guess. I don't need livelihood.
No, because you're going to be married to me. You can just stay home.
Yeah, and we'll both just be poor because you have no money either.
Well, no, I still get paid. I take my money out of the bucket first. That's why I'm the maid.
So wait, you're telling me that you paid for this ring with dirty bucket money?
Well, it's laundry soap in the bucket.
That's why it's so shiny.
Okay, the ring wasn't in the bucket, just the money.
I have to
It's
think.
shiny because it's a
No.
expensive metal with a diamond in it.
Oh my God, Dwayne, you have such a way with words.
You've had 3 days to think now. I'd have think you'd have thought everything.
I still need more time.
I don't think you're really thinking. Or if you're
I
thinking,
am.
I don't think you think what you think.
What's that supposed to mean?
I mean, I think you're just taking advantage. Bless you.
That was not a sneeze. That was a tisk of disgust. Can't believe that you think that I'm taking advantage of you.
Well, if I disgust you so much, then maybe I will take my ring back.
Wait, no, wait. I have to think some more.
Fine, then I am taking Bernice.
No, not Bernice, please.
Who matters more, Kelly, me or Bernice?
Oh my God, this is such a hard decision.
That's not even supposed to be hard! That was a rhetorical question. The answer was supposed to be obvious, and it was supposed to be me, not the phone that you named.
But I use that phone every day.
You used to use me every day.
No.
It's been a while now because you're too busy thinking.
Okay, Dwayne, fine. We'll go out to dinner tonight and we will talk about it. Okay? And I'll make my final decision.
Fine. I'll meet you there at 7 o'clock at the diner. If you don't show up, I'll just assume I know what that means.
Why would I not show up?
Well, that means you're saying no.
Oh.
But I still want the ring back, so you can mail it or just leave it on your desk. I was trying to add some dramatic tension. Plus, I didn't want to have the awkward conversation of you coming and dumping me in a restaurant in front of people.
Oh my God, Dwayne. I would never do that.
You did it twice already.
Get the past, Dwayne.
No, he's still dead. That was supposed to be reassuring. You know, that what happens always happens, that there's not a multiverse.
It was foolish of me to think so. I mean, he's right there on the floor watching Family Feud.
Nope. I brought you a pecan pie. It's $9.
Oh, the diner must be having a sale.
Yes.
Well, would you like a piece?
No, but that will be $9.
Oh. That's okay.
No, you can pay me later, that's okay. You know, I heard that sweets are helpful in times of depression, sorrow. So that's what that's all about.
I agree. Would you like a large box of cookies? I've just been baking
Oh
them.
my goodness!
So...
Yes, I would. Thank you so much. Look at this. And different kinds.
Yes.
So many different kinds
I've
of cookies.
used
It's not
all
just one.
No. I've used all the ingredients in my kitchen. Everything. Everything I own has just gone into those cookies. It's my purpose now.
That's not true, but I'm so sorry about your loss. I mean, we used to see you around the town, me and Millie. See you at church. You seem like you two were very close. Well, I mean, he was your son, of course you were close, but I mean, you really loved each other.
And I still do.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
He looks just like his father, doesn't he?
That's just a bag of blood.
No, it's not! No, it's not! How dare you come into my house and talk about my son like that?
I gave you pie.
And it was so nice of you. Please, sit down.
Oh, this is functional?
Yes. Please sit down and...
And what a lovely home it is.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm sure you and Billy spent many a wonderful time here, huh? Just sitting, Maybe watching the television? Oh, I don't mean to take you down memory lane.
We can watch the television together, though.
I can't stay.
May I call you Billy?
No, I'm not Billy.
How is Millie doing?
Oh, well, you know, she has the bursitis and the epilepsy. A kind of a nasty combination. We should have moved to a southern climate a long time ago, but, you know, my work needs me here.
She's so lucky.
She is a lucky woman. Multi-orgasmic. A lot of women can say that, you know, but, I mean, she'd tell you that if she was here. She would. She's very open about it. One of the first things that she said.
I can, of course, never say that because I'm all alone.
Well, you know, they've got things for that. You know, like I said, I can't stay. This has been lovely, but I'm foreclosing on the house.
What? But
Yes.
this is my home. But where is my family going to live?
Yeah, that is a problem. It's your problem, though. But we're foreclosing on the house, unless you can come up with, $1 million. This place is very valuable, yes.
But this is just a meager 4-bedroom home in Quadruple Mountain.
Oh, don't downplay it. Come on.
There's plenty of deserted houses. How could this be worth $1 million?
I just heard it.
Okay, fine, give me a half.
But if you don't mind, by the end of the week, is that, you know what? A week and a half.
Let me give you $9 for the pie.
It's too late. I'm really sorry about your bag of blood. And all the best. I'm sure the cookies are delicious. Can I have the box? Is that still a negotiable thing after I've said a horrible thing? That's still okay to take the box of the cookies?
Oh my God.
They were my only purpose, but I don't know if I even have that anymore.
Well, you sat in them, so there's no squat.
Sorry,
No, it's all right. They're easier to carry this way. So, sorry about the bad news. Congratulations on the good news. I don't remember what that was.
Beautiful. That's awesome. I can't like it.
Oh! Hello, I know you must be scared seeing an officer of the law in the halls of your high school.
I'm just nervous because it's my first fucking day at this brand new school. And I don't have any friends here.
Oh, that's a shame. You know, it's nice to see a new face around this town.
Yeah, brand new, just my first day here in Quadruple Mountain.
I was gonna say we haven't met. I'm Officer Anderson. I'm investigating a brutal murder of a teenage boy about your age.
Oh yes, my parents, whom I live with, informed me that there would be something like that here. My name's Swiss.
Well,
We're from Switzerland.
Yes, I was going to guess. Now look, K-Swiss, I know you just got to Quadruple Mountain and probably don't know a lot of people here, but...
No one.
You know, maybe a fresh take is exactly what I need on this case.
Okay.
K-Swiss, has anyone offered you any sort of illicit street drug?
Drugs, no drugs. Nope, no drugs here.
See, I keep telling people there's no way there's any drugs in Quadruple Mountain. It's too fine a town.
Mm-hmm.
And if anyone offered you drugs, you wouldn't do them, would you, K-Swiss? I know a good face when I see one, and you seem like a nice, honest lad.
That's me. Clean, shaved, fresh-faced, young K-Swiss from Switzerland.
Sweet.
You know,
Never do drugs.
You know, K-Swiss, have you ever seen that movie, 21 Jump Street?
I've seen 22 jumpsuits.
That one, yes. You know, this may sound crazy, and I know you're overwhelmed with it being your first day and all, but...
I gotta find my homeroom soon, ma'am.
But before you do, how would you like to work as an informant for the RCMP?
I mean, oh, hot diggity.
I mean, no one knows you here, K-Swiss, and
That's right.
it might be a tad suspicious that there's a new student suddenly in school.
That is
but
suspicious, but normal.
people here aren't too smart, is what I've discovered.
Hey, Officer Anderson.
Yes.
I'm just gonna leave the principal's office. I'm tired of being in there. I'm just gonna go back to class. Oh.
I suppose it does lock from the inside.
I'm not talking to you anymore.
Hi.
You look familiar, but
I'm brand
different.
new here. We've never met.
Yes.
I don't know your mom.
We've never met. Who is this,
Yes, who is this fascinating specimen?
Gay Swiss.
I'm Annan.
Why don't I just leave you two to talk? And maybe I'll catch up with you later, K-Swiss.
Okay, officer.
She's not from Quadruple Mountain.
The exit's
rest of
this
us
way.
are much more normal than she is, I promise you.
Hey, do you want some drugs? Want some drugs?
Casey?
Okay, everyone else is really stupid. I'm clearly a 40-year-old man. I'm shaved. I'm trying to pretend to be a high school student.
What are you doing here?
My supplier had the idea that I infiltrate Quadruple Mountain High School like 21 Jump Street in reverse. And instead of
Like
cracking
never been
down...
kissed?
No, like as a more direct way to sell drugs to children.
Oh, so not like never been kissed.
And I don't watch a lot of movies.
Okay. Well, I'm, trying to be conspicuous because I think Davey's onto us.
God damn that handsome son of a bitch.
No.
With his great hair
Okay.
and his shiny eyes.
All right.
And his nice smile.
All right. Okay. Just,
Do you want to buy some drugs or not?
I mean, yeah, I do.
And
But
you
not
have-
right here in the open.
Do you have that $15,000 for me? That I'm blackmailing you for?
Listen, I've been trying to break into Daddy's safe, but he just keeps changing that combination.
Okay, so here's the thing. First one's always free. That's a rule, trading drugs and information. So here's a gram,
Okay.
and your daddy ain't your daddy.
What? I'm not a Hurley. Who am I?
You're a Damon!
No! What?
I think. I don't know. I just have an inkling. I told you I used to drink with your mom a lot.
Just because you boned my mom once doesn't mean that you're my dad.
It wasn't once.
Damn it!
It was like a whole summer.
Well, how many times can that be?
How many days are there in the summer?
Well, how many times does it take to get pregnant?
Once.
Oh my god. I had sex with Bill once. Am I pregnant? We don't have sex education here, okay? So I don't know how anything works. At all.
Well, as maybe your dad, I guess it's time that we should kind of have a pseudo-talk.
Your problem with my dad.
What do you need to know?
Literally everything.
Well, that part.
Well, yeah, I did it one time.
Okay. Did Billy wear a condom?
We were both really high on cocaine, so...
That's my girl. You're probably fine then.
Oh, you.
Yeah, I'm still in high school. I can't be a grandfather.
It's weird that you're here. I'm just gonna say it. It's very weird.
I didn't think it was a good idea, but so far I have fooled a bunch of people.
But only 3 people go to this school, so how could you fool a bunch of people?
I fooled that RCMP officer. Huh?
Officer Anderson's here?
You have a thing for the cop?
I just like a person in uniform.
You know what? I've never impregnated Officer Anderson. She's not my daughter, so you're safe, I guess, if you want to go
I
for her.
wouldn't think that she would be your daughter. She's an adult woman.
Look, can I have $15,000?
I'm trying!
Your dad is desperate.
Oh, okay.
All the industry in town is collapsing.
Listen, I will get it for you. But if you see Davey anywhere, just act like you're not Casey and just...
I'm K-Swiss now.
That's not a name.
I froze. I almost told the cop my name was Casey. So it's K-Swiss.
Just keep it on the down low, you know.
I'm probably also Anna's dad. And
Anna's my sister.
maybe Davy's dad.
Ew.
Which is why he's so handsome.
Oh my god. Actually, you guys do kind of look alike.
Right?
Like a lot.
A lot.
Like, you look a lot like him now that you don't have a beard.
Right?
Like, you guys could be twins. You should play twins.
That's a whole other freaking vibe.
Now, Billy, you're almost 17 years old. And Mommy's going through some hard times right now. So you're going to have to get a job.